Hey guys, this is Keith. He's our inspector, and we're just finished up. He's going to do kind of an out briefing and hit the highlights. And I don't think there are many highlights. The one thing I do want to mention is, as I said before, this report will be a whole lot of little stuff. So he has to annotate every little chip and ding and everything else, every sink stopper that doesn't close all the way, whatever. And then the last thing I'm going to say about Keith is the only thing that's really wrong with him is he's a Marine. But anyway, so go ahead, Keith. Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. So we're going to start with the exterior. Caulk failure, very minor. That's holding up well. Siding is vinyl. There was a little bit of mechanical damage on the left side where the garage is. I would at least seal that so you don't get moisture in there. Exterior front patio. It appears that the front post is deflected a little bit, which with posts, sometimes when they weather, they do twist. I can't really get a great look at it just because we have a vinyl cover over it. So you might keep an eye on that. Exterior front door, the weather strip has started to deteriorate. That's just part of normal home maintenance. You want to replace that when it does start to split. Doorbell was not functional. Exterior front door does bind a bit. You can open it and close it. It will lock properly, but you got to pull it a little extra hard to get it to open.
Maybe weather stripping?
Possibly weather stripping.
Yeah, okay.
I did make note on the right-hand side, the door on the right side of the house is actually where your water heater and your furnace are located. Just the distance on that door, I would install a step or something for a landing. Right now, if you're not paying attention, you walk out that door, it's a little bit of a drop. Exterior siding, paint overall is holding up well. We do have a little bit of mildew on the siding. Being vinyl though, that should come off pretty easily. Exterior rear deck, I didn't find any decay on the deck. The paint finish on it is starting to deteriorate a bit. You do want to keep a good paint stain or sill on that to protect it, otherwise over time it will decay.
And there's no paint in that thing this time of year. It's
Oh,
wet,
no,
so
it's wet.
it would have to wait till next summer.
Right. Roof looked really good. It's a newer roof. Everything's flashed well. Not really any debris on it yet. Exterior rear gutter. It appears that the gutter is maybe sagging just a little bit. There is a gutter guard system on it, so that could kind of be throwing the view off. I would maybe have someone check on that just to make sure. There is kind of some staining on the outside of the gutter that could indicate that the gutter's full, and it might be overflowing a bit.
Yeah, and that's something I kind of anticipate asking her to clean that gutter.
Skylight. So the skylight in the bonus room, it almost looks like a black paint. It's possibly mastic patch. If the roof is newer, I believe that probably happened when they were replacing the roof. I would, at the very least, I would follow up with the seller and see if they have a good explanation for that.
You'll see the picture of it in the report, and there's like two little drips of what looks like tar,
Right.
that have come around that skylight. It's you probably wouldn't notice it if you didn't look for it in the picture, but it'll be in the report.
I'll put a circle around it for you.
Okay.
Garage door functioned well. There is some mechanical damage to it. It's more cosmetic. Electronic eyes function and the pressure is set correctly on the door. Electrical panel, that's a Challenger 200 amp. You do have a generator hookup for that. I'm not able to test those, so I would either see if the seller can demonstrate the proper use of it or hire someone to come out and show you how to hook it up and how to properly operate it. The labeling in the electrical panel, those stickers have come loose, so the left side of the panel we're missing the labeling, so we can't tell what breaker goes to what. The right side is actually just, it's barely hanging on, so I would at least secure that and then if possible have someone come back and redo the label for you. Front left bedroom, we have one outlet that's a little bit loose, just the junction box needs to be secured. We have some of the interior lights are not operational. Usually that's just a failed bulb, and that would be the garage. Looks like master bedroom above where the bed's at, and then our under counter lights in the kitchen.
And what I typically do is just ask the seller to make all lights work.
Right.
So.
Let's see. Walls and ceilings. So walls and ceilings, I just have a couple photos, but dents and dings in the walls. There's a little bit of damage from probably moving in, hitting it with furniture. So, and that's kind of throughout. It's
Normal stuff.
Nothing. No one's put their fist through the wall. Just it's banged up a bit. Under the kitchen sink, we do have. I think at some point they had a leak. You've got a little baseball size area of dark staining. I would kind of monitor that. Paint wear. Bonus room, we had one felled sill on a window. If you're looking at the house, it's going to be the left one. You can see where that sill is split. So what's going to happen is over time, that's going to start to fog on you, and you really can't clean it.
Yeah, that's what he's saying is moisture can get in between the double panes of glass.
Right. Master bedroom door. It does close properly, but the way that latch is setting up with the strike plate, if you have it locked, if you push it, it's actually still going to come open on you. So your locked door is not really secure.
It wasn't really designed to be a security door.
Right.
It's a hollow core double door on the master, and they've put a locking knob on it to keep the kids out. I think I put it. I think I took a shot of it in another video.
Stair handrails are loose. Attic looked really good. So sheeting's nice and clean. No evidence of leaks. All the framing looks good. They have put plywood down to store items. That did compress the insulation, so the insulation may not be as efficient as it should be. And with the age of the home, you actually don't have the amount that would be required today, which would be an upgrade to do. By today's standards, you want about 16 inches worth. CO detectors, we do have one upstairs. We're missing the one downstairs. Master bath, the sinks with the hot water on, it's kind of a low flow, so instead of getting a good solid flow through those, it's more of a trickle.
And I've got another video, or I took shots of that in another video, I think.
Minor shower head leak in the master bath. It's either replacing the fixture or put a little plumber's tape on there, reattach it. It should take care of that. Second floor hall bath, the bath stopper is not functional. Underneath it looks like it just needs to be reconnected. Downstairs bathroom, the faucet's a bit loose. It's not leaking, but it needs to be secured. Kitchen cabinets, we have one drawer, the one right to the right of the sink. This one binds and rubs. Cooktop work fine. We don't have a no-tip device, which is basically a bracket that's going to mount on the rear left or rear right. If you have small kids and they ever use that as a step stool,
that's for the stove.
From flipping over.
Yeah, so a kid could open the stove door and use it as a step and cause the stove to flip over on themselves, is what he's saying. And there's a bracket they make to protect from that being able to happen.
So it's like $4 and 4 screws.
Yeah.
Crawl space lid, there are two. So the one on the exterior is decayed. The one that actually goes in the crawl space is still in really good condition. So that's preventing anything from getting in the crawl. I think Phil already talked to you about master bath by the tub. A little bit of wall damage.
Where that paint was peeling next to the master bathtub.
I did check that with the moisture meter. It was dry.
Yeah.
So downspouts, we had 3 of those that are disconnected or the elbow's missing on. I would fix those just so it's diverting the water away properly. A little bit of vegetation contact. Typically with vegetation, you want to keep that trimmed about 10 to 12 inches away from your siding. It just traps moisture when it's right up against the house. And then we had some of our crawl space vents, beauty bar, they're blocked a little bit. You just need to clear those out so the crawl space is going to breathe properly.
Got it.
And that's it.
Okay.
I'll have the report out to you first thing in the morning by 9. If you have any questions, you can always call me or call Phil. Phil can get a hold of me and we can follow up if you need to.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you, Keith. So guys, go ahead and review the report tomorrow when you get it. I'll do the same. And then sometime maybe later in the day, tomorrow evening, we can get on the phone and compare notes. I do have kind of a busy day. It will probably be later in the afternoon, my time, before I'm available. But anyway, I'll shoot you a text when I know how my day is going. So I'll talk to you guys later. The inspection really did go well overall. And this is one of the hardest parts about this business is, you know, the inspector is not here to tell us good stuff. He's here to tell us bad stuff. And this report will probably look a little intimidating. But, I mean, would you say it was an average inspection, Keith?
It's an average inspection. That's a heck of a bonus room.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you guys later.